Okay, Dave, so we need to get a few more clicks. We need more views on the videos. Titles. We've talked about this is important, isn't it? What are we going to call this one to get more people to watch it? You know, panty dropper is a bit sexist. I don't know about using that one anymore. Top 10. You know, you can't do so. It can't all be top 10s. What should we call it? Hold on, try this. Press play. Hello, everybody, and here we go with my show on the best designer fragrance of 2016, Ultimate Cat Fail Edition.
You are too fat for that shit.
2016 saw a large number of new men's designer fragrance releases. Here I will mention some that I didn't find purchase worthy before telling you my two favourites from this year's crop. Paco Rabanne brought us two new men's fragrances this year. Invictus Aqua is a less bubblegum-centric aquatic twist on the original Invictus. A very typical modern aquatic scent with a piercing synthetic smell that may well attract compliments and seems appropriate for younger men, but seems just as likely to annoy or induce headaches. 1 Million Privé is a slightly darker reimagining of the original bubblegum bomb 1 Million. A more mature scent with tobacco and myrrh added to the notes. Most reviewers have lamented the scent's lack of performance, and though it is pleasant, there are far better alternatives for those seeking a sensual nighttime scent with an element of sweetness. Jean Paul Gaultier's La Malle Essence de Parfum has been described as a cross between the original La Malle and YSL's La Nuit de l'Homme. A noticeable cardamom note is present and the scent is pleasant and sensuous. However, most reviews cite poor longevity and the smell seems inspired more by analysis of market trends and the need to compete with other brands' big sellers than the fragrantic inspiration which produced the 1994 classic La Malle. The bottle, however, is brilliant. Thierry Mugler's Pure Tonka is the latest in the Amen series and is an overly sweet flanker which even its own admirers generally admit is inferior to Pure Malt and Pure Havane. Chanel released Pour Monsieur Parfum this year, a flanker to 1955's classic Pour Monsieur. This one is a good scent with similarities to the apparently discontinued Pour Monsieur Concentré, certainly worthy of the attention of classic fragrance fans, but not a purchase for me as I prefer the original Eau de Toilette, even in its current emasculated formulation. Yves Saint Laurent brought us another flanker to the interminable L'Homme line, with L'Homme Ultime. Usual suspects of grapefruit and ginger lead us into a generic woody base that is pleasant enough but has little to recommend it over the original L'Homme. Christian Dior brought us one exciting release with the reissue of Jules, an 80s powerhouse classic. I have yet to try it, but I hope to do so soon. This one is likely to appeal to retro frag heads only, and as a reissue it's not really worthy of best release of 2016 contendership, but I'm inclined to like it already. Ferragamo Uomo from Salvatore Ferragamo is a release which must receive credit for originality with its standout note of tiramisu. It's an out-and-out gourmand scent and may be a winner for fans of this style. I found it a bit sickly for my taste, and in the interest of my waistline I generally avoid eating dessert, whilst in the interest of my dignity I try to avoid smelling like one. Joking aside though, if you do like gourmand scents, this is worthy of your attention. Dunhill Icon Elite is a flanker to the original Dunhill Icon, which I think is an absolute masterpiece. The Elite version is a sweeter, perhaps nighttime oriented flanker to the original. And for me, it's not bottle worthy. I'd rather buy a backup of the original, but it's not bad. And finally, Prada's L'Homme is an iris-based fragrance which seems like an office-safe version of Dior's Homme with a little bit of extra freshness and cleanness with some neroli in there. It's quite good, but it's not very interesting and it's not very unique. Okay, so those were some of the fragrances that I didn't think worth buying, but I did buy two new releases from designer houses this year. The first one was Popeye Au Fresh from the house of Jean Paul Gaultier. This one smells a little bit like La Malle, but with some neroli, some mint and a little bit of bubblegum sweetness in there, but nothing too garish or too cloying. A really nice fresh scent actually. I'll just spray a bit on here. Here we go. Take the stopper off. Whoops. Missed. Okay, yeah, very different an enjoyable scent. For me, I don't often have real cloying sweet scents, but this is a sweet kind of scent that I can enjoy because there's some neroli and some mint in there. It's refreshing, it's clean, it's crisp, and it's got a little bit of a barbershop feel in there, but it's just a little bit playful and fun too. So a really likeable scent, one that I still wear to work even now in the autumn time, sometimes as a daytime scent. It would work any time of year pretty much, and a very fresh, fun, friendly fragrance. It got a little bit of hype in the summertime. Jeremy Fragrance liked it and everyone did videos on it, and we don't hear much about it since then, but I'm still talking about it. I still like it. A great release. I got mine for a discount price, and look out if it becomes available cheap near you. It's well worth picking up. A fun collectible scent with this bottle, and a nice release, if not an earth-shakingly incredible one, but a good one. The one that's going to win for me then this year is going to be this one. It's going to be Valentino Uomo Intense. This, in my opinion, is the best designer release of 2016. Let's spray a bit. It is fantastic. In this one we've got some iris, we've got some tonka bean. It opens up actually with mandarin. It's got some clary sage oil and a bit of black leather. So it's drawing a lot of comparisons with Dior Homme Intense. No surprise, it's by the same perfumier, Olivier Polge, who created the original Dior Homme and Dior Homme Intense before they were reformulated. And he's done a great job with this one. It is by no means a redundant copy of Dior Homme Intense. It's got its own thing going on there with a bit more sweetness from the vanilla, and the black leather changes things up. It gives it quite a masculine edge, in fact. So a worthy competitor to me to Dior Homme Intense or even Dior Homme Parfum. This one has good performance, a very alluring, sexy, seductive scent, and a reimagining, I think we can justifiably call it, a reimagining of Dior Homme Intense by its original creator. Only not worthy, perhaps, of being considered an all-time classic because there is that distinct similarity with the other one, but still it's really good and worth owning if you like Dior Homme, Dior Homme Intense. Perhaps if you don't own them, or if you do and you want something a bit different. They did a great job here. It's definitely a 9 out of 10, I think, for me at the moment. Perhaps not an all-time classic 10 out of 10, but I think it was the best thing we got from designer houses this year, unless I've missed something. Let me know your favourite designer releases this year in the comments below. Remember, whatever we're doing in life, let's project. Bye-bye.